What's up, everybody? It's the Chris Patrick Show, channel, whatever you want to call it. It's where I show up in front of this phone and send you some love and wisdom, some life perspective. Yeah, that's what it is. That's the word. And real life situations and scenarios that I benefit from, and I hope that you do too. So, why am I so ecstatic and well, can you see the sweat on me? I just worked out. I got the pump. I get the pump, right? You get the pump when you work out. And I benched a new high today. I know it's so high school. What do you bench? How much you bench? Huh? Everything's about the bench, right? Well, it's kind of a foundational exercise, right? It's kind of a way of measuring, right? Like, how much you earn a year? What do you do? Anyways, so, been nursing back my shoulder for quite a while, and I'd say it's like high 90% back, if not 99% back to good health. And as that has been happening, I've been able to increase my bench. I've also been doing dips and, fly, every sort of exercise to work my chest. And my point is today is that if you have a spotter friend, a spotter in the gym, and what I mean by a spotter is someone in the gym who looks like who can actually help you, right? Push limits. So if you're going to do a bench, they're standing behind you, and if they're going to help, either if you can't get the full weight up, they're going to help lift it up with you, and depending on how much they help you, they can make you work for it, or they'll just rack it, right? If they look like it's gonna do a CPR, was those clear, it's like the bell's gonna bounce off your chest by dropping it. But there's all different ways of spotting. You need a good spotter. But I have someone who's in this gym. He's not always there when I am because of my schedule. He's there pretty regularly. And when I saw him, I thought this is a great opportunity to have someone help me max and break into some new weights, some new frontier. Because having someone as a spotter will give you the confidence, assurance, and just comfort level that you can go somewhere where you haven't been. There's a meaning to that. And therefore you can, as to build bigger muscle, you have to tear muscle, right? And then it rebuilds by food and rest and water and all that. So I haven't done what I did today, and I can't remember the last time I did it. So I start off, warming up, got up to, whatever, 135, and then I put 155, and I had him do that. And I think I had 165. I could do 1 and then 2, and then I'd need his help. And then I was like, let's do this. Let's go somewhere I haven't been in a long time. 185 at the kind of a historic stepping stone, right, to get to that 2 big 45 plates on each side. Next is, of course, after the 185 is the 2 35s on top of the 45s, and then the 2 big 45s, right? So I put the 2 25s on, the 2 45s, since I got 185, and because the straight bill's 45, and I'm like, don't fall asleep, buddy. Don't daydream. He's like, I gotcha. And the others I struggled with, right? But the first one, I went all the way down, controlled, and all the way up, and he didn't even touch it. And we're both like, did that just happen? And then I went for number 2, and that's where he had to jump in and kind of help me get it back up and rack it. But that first free, clean 185 press was so fun and euphoric. Gosh, it felt so good. And it just tells me, like, just keep going, right? Just keep going. Like, getting off the road has had its painful moments of being back in civilian life, but because on the road I'm just having so much fun all the time continuously. But I give up a lot of this weightlifting and consistency and discipline and regular diet and sleep and all that, what's needed to really get a pretty good fitness. I can only imagine you out there, if you're a trucker, a long haul trucker, or someone who works really long hours, third shift, whatever, or physical jobs, like anybody out there who works out, it's discipline, consistency, and it pays off. That's why a lot of people don't work out. It's a lot of work. And I just took an hour out of a busy day to go work out. I could have gone and hung out with some friends and gone to happy hour, or watched the news, or done something else. But I am making exercise mandatory, doing the things that most people don't want to do. And the benefits are endless. So I'm kind of going off and off and off about my exercise breakthrough, but what I'm getting at is, if you have an accountability partner, if you have someone who works out with you, you have someone who can push you, maybe it's a runner, anyone who runs a little faster than you, or runs more often than you, or is consistently a runner, or someone who does yoga, or someone who does aerobics, or someone who does a high interval intense training, or you're part of a gym, get a gym buddy, like someone who can help you push your limits, go to the next step faster. Because when you have someone there assuring you that they've got you, that you can then focus on breaking new territory, right? And that will get you bigger gains and will just make you feel even better. Personal experience. So I hope you enjoyed this. I better get going. I gotta go get some more protein. I gotta get the protein, right? Protein.